Hi, Dad. How are you today?
Hey, Jordana, we are doing great. It's a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. It's just before the 4th of July. And what I found is that people are traveling this weekend because 4th of July is in the middle of next week. And so everybody's traveling, and Friday was one of the busiest travel days ever.
That's what they said. They said it on the news that surprisingly Friday was going to be because people were traveling the weekend before instead of the weekend after, or taking advantage of a full 2 weekends.
Well, Hallmark wanted to cool us off a little bit.
Yeah.
So they brought Christmas in July. Although it's a little early, but July is just right around the corner. How did you like that Hallmark presentation?
So, like you said, Christmas in June. So,
Yes.
this one was good, I thought. It was called Falling Like Snowflakes. So it still had a Christmas theme because it was snow, and they certainly brought Christmas to it. So we saw lots of Christmas trees and a lot of Christmas songs in it, but it was about snowflakes. And I liked it.
Yes, I thought the selection was very good. And we learned a lot from Hallmark because if you remember last week, we talked about gelato from Italy, and Hallmark taught us all about gelato, of how to make it, manufacture it, what fruits you put into gelato, what types of eggs you put in, whether you put the whole egg or egg yolk. And this week, Hallmark taught us about snowflakes. Who would have thought snowflakes are so common? And they put that snowflake theme into a wonderful drama story with love as its basis.
Yeah, I did not know there were 35 types of snowflakes, that certain ones are more rare than others, and you have to have perfect weather patterns for each different type of snowflake.
How cold it is, how much moisture in the clouds, how much wind to put the snowflakes together. Who would have thought?
And we were looking for this 12-sided rare snowflake, and it really is a 2 6-sided snowflakes that Mother Nature on the way down kind of matches them up to get this 12-sided.
And what did you think about this love story that Hallmark brought to us?
So I had some mixed feelings about it. I love the love story. We all love love stories, right?
Yes.
So I believed the love story. It was, they had a high school romance. They moved away to college. They separated.
Very, very classic
Hallmark, which we love, especially Christmas love stories. Boy meets girl in high school, goes away, has separate lives, has a child. The boy's, wife, something happens. They have to move back to the hometown. That thing. What I did not like about this one, and I don't think you did either. There's no reason to bring Disney into this and have a villain brought into this.
There was a villain, right?
There was a villain. Hallmark needs to stop with the villain. There was already calamities happening along the way that stopped them from finding this perfect snowflake.
Absolutely.
So we didn't need a Cruella or an Ursula brought into this match. It was 30 minutes that didn't need of another person trying to find the snowflake.
Well, I thought that Hallmark, though, again, brought this love story. A little bit implausible. We have the lead man driving a snowplow.
Right. So he happened to own a snowplow company.
In the middle of winter, in a storm on a mountainside. That's a little bit...
Perfect condition to find the 12 branch dendrite.
But I thought the actor and actress who portrayed the part, they were very, very cute, very compatible people. They were people that we could identify with.
Let's give them credit because they are not new to Hallmark, and they are fascinating, and they always bring their stars out for Christmas, especially Christmas in July. We had Rebecca Dalton, who played Tegan, fantastic. She's not new to Hallmark, and Marcus Rosner, who is a hunk of a hunk. He played Noah, and I was so glad to see them both.
Right, and Hallmark featured these two wonderful actors. You could sort of want to fall in love with both of them.
Yeah.
They were very compatible.
And the daughter, Julie, who is, I think, I don't remember
Yes.
seeing her. She was adorable playing that part.
She was a wonderful actress, also up and coming. But Hallmark brought to us this winter Christmas story in the middle of July when it is 100 degrees outside. And I must admit that when I was watching the story and with all the snow falling on the screen, I crawled under the blankets. It was 82 degrees outside and I was freezing watching Hallmark Christmas in July.
It made us want to put the fireplace on, grab some hot
Yes.
cocoa because they were drinking hot cocoa with, and or hot cider at one part, and it was warm and cozy.
Yes.
Like I said, the only thing I thought they could have focused on their love or focused on something else, and they didn't need the other photographer trying to mess things up, trying to find
Yes,
her own snowflakes.
Yeah, but still, it was a very pleasant evening
Yeah.
of watching Hallmark. So much has been going on in the world, and Hallmark sort of took us away from the miseries of the world.
Yeah.
So for 2 hours of time, we were able to enjoy a little diversion from what was happening. What's on for next week?
So next week is going to be Three Wise Men and a Baby, the extended cut. Now I'm interested to see what they're doing with
Yes.
this, because I don't think it's a whole new Three Wise Men and a Baby, which is
Yes.
off the Three Men and a Baby that I grew up with when they came out with that one with and I can't remember.
But there's
his
got to
name.
be a love story here
Well,
because it's Hallmark.
But this is the original one. I think they're just adding in. If you remember, we liked Three Wise Men and a Baby last year. I just think they're adding in, part of the cuts that they left out last year. They're putting in pieces.
Do
how
they have a
do
new
it.
baby?
I think it's just extended cut. I think they're
Okay.
adding in scenes that they left on the what do they call it when they leave scenes on the
on the floor.
on the floor? There's a line for that, whatever that's
Yes.
called. And
But that should be very interesting.
so I think we're gonna see part of a movie that we did. But maybe if it is the exact movie just with added scenes, maybe that's when
Yes.
we'll also review the Greek one. We missed reviewing
That's right. The Greek series where they went to Europe
to build the restaurant.
restaurants.
Yeah.
And so that should be very enjoyable. And we'll look forward to that next week.
Yeah.
It was a very, very interesting Hallmark.
Go look up Snowflakes because we did a little thing, and snowflakes are so interesting. There's more books than I thought.
Oh my God, everybody's writing a book on snowflakes. And for those of us who deal with snowflakes, basically we shovel them.
And they're a pain.
Yeah. So till next week, everybody, you won't have to shovel snowflakes unless you live in Australia.
Do they even get snow there?
They get snow down in Australia because that's winter in Australia. But here we're just going to sit under the sun and burn.
Wear
See you
your
all
sunscreen.
later. Bye bye, guys.
Bye. Have a good one.